What's good, everybody? This is Y and Z, a conversation between the generations. Yes, you already know what it is. Generation Y, the first half of that equation represented by yours truly, Jay Clark. The other half of that equation, Gen Z, Xavier D. Lewis. My brother, how are you?
Merry Christmas,
Hold up, no, hold up. I will let you go off, but hold up 1 second. Before we get into that, because the first week of December is an ice cold season. And by my calendar,
oh my
today
God.
is an icy cold day, December 4th. Because back in 1906, the first, the first was founded, that black and old gold. Happy Founders Day to all the brothers of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. You already know what it is. Moment of silence, please. All right, sir. By all means, now, the holiday season can fully commence. Let the chopper slang. Go ahead.
All the way. Hopefully, you all are up under some mistletoes right now, getting your kissing on, drinking your eggnog, drinking your hot chocolate, watching your favorite holiday movie, which is Die Hard. I hope you all, but no, nonetheless, man, I'm doing amazing. Amazing Thanksgiving. Me and my household, I was in charge of the meats, deep fried Cajun turkey, honey baked ham, and just some nice honey baked chicken, man. It was an amazing time. Had some great spreads there. Enjoyed the time with the family. Now I'm back in New Orleans and I'm gearing up for the new year, man. I'm ready. I'm ready.
I took it back to the ancestors this Thanksgiving.
Know what you did, man?
I used every part of that bird.
No, you didn't.
We smoked the bird and then we fried the bird, but then we smoked the necks and then fried the neck too. And then, all them random pieces that my mother-in-law decided not to use for her, that she didn't need, the leftovers that she didn't need for her, gravy this year. Well, fried them too. Used every damn part of that bird and served it up for the
If
people
you
out of the
if
house.
you all don't know the delicacy that is a smoked turkey neck,
And then fried it. We fried it afterwards.
I'm telling y'all now. You might need to make a little visit over here to Jay Clark's house.
I'm saying took
The
it back.
thing
Waste not.
is,
Waste not.
I'm not even gonna cap. I like to cook, but I'm not on the level of grill master that he's on.
You're not a
I
suburban
gotta
dad
I
yet.
gotta elevate myself up to that level.
Don't rush. It'll come with time. Suburban dadhood, if it catch you, it's part of that graduation package. It just
This is good.
it just creeps up on you. I go something like, I'm here. Tongs and a beer in my hand, and I'm on a grill outside. Hey, it just happened.
And I'm gonna just go ahead and throw this in there. Does rooting for a semi-impressive team come with the package too? I see you dripping
Oh
your
well, no. See,
Cowboys jersey there,
I've been
and
a Cowboys fan since youth, sir. I was born and raised in this. Pops was a Cowboy fan. I got an old school. I got a '70s Super Bowl jacket hanging in the that he had that was his in the
really,
closet. Unfortunately I have a Herschel Walker jersey that was his. That
and your
yeah.
folks not from Texas.
Well, so the Cowboys was started. Hold on, I need to make no. The Cowboys were started in '60, I think, right? 1960. Let me just make sure here. Dallas Cowboys founding. Yes, was 1960, which
Really?
was the year after my or year before my dad was born. So that's the tie-in he always had being a Jersey boy, and also because America's team, all that kind of stuff. That's the team they saw. So being in Jersey, ain't nobody trying to root for them damn Jets. Um, Cowboys fans. That I've all I have a Emmett Smith jersey from my youth
Wow.
that was so big then. I tell you, I can put it on now and it looks like a fitted tee. It's hanging in my closet right now, and and I don't know if that says more about the size of it back then when I was in second grade, or your boy been in the gym.
Right, right,
Them
right.
pounds ain't on there. I can. I could put that on as a t-shirt now if I wanted to. I had some trouble getting it off because it is snug. But nah, yeah, man. It's been a great couple weeks. It's a new team. That defense, boy.
Hey man, I ain't mad at y'all. If y'all can get, like we was saying, if we can get Jerry another win before he go ahead and get up out of here, it might just. But I mean, honestly though, on a real note, I think the Cowboys will just be an all around. Hate to say this, just a greater team back office wise when Jerry decides to give it up.
24. Yeah, that's we not a sports cast, but yeah, Jerry just need to go ahead and for a lot of reasons. The day he go on to
Yeah,
glory ain't gonna be one that's like boo hoo necessarily. But anywho,
correct, correct,
anywho,
correct.
anywho, something that surprised you over Thanksgiving weekend, man. What did you find yourself in any fun? You link up with any old flames, trouble?
Nah, man. Actually, man, when I say the whole time was spent with family, honestly, it was to the point where I got in that Wednesday. I was up to like 3 a.m. cooking the meat, making sure all the meats were prepped. Because the day of, I don't want to be, spending all day to bake anything
Oh
like
no, for
that.
sure.
Your day of thing. Let me just put this in for next year, people. The day of Thanksgiving, there should be little to no cooking being done. Everything should just maybe need to be reheated, maybe, or depending on how you do stuff. But for the most part, your sides can already be done. Or if you get up early enough, you can go ahead and pop them in. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
But
glad you
I
said
hate
that.
when the bulk of your cooking is on Thanksgiving Day.
I'm
Now
glad you
you
said that.
eating at 7 o'clock.
Because we were sold a dream. At least I know us millennials were coming up. Or, because I love watching old TV shows during this time of year, the holiday episodes and whatnot. And so, yeah, we,
Yeah,
we put a couple
yeah.
on. I'm sitting here like, so y'all not starting the bird till sometime that afternoon on the show. Because, all the hijinks of a sitcom or, like Martin episodes, whatever.
Look, it
Like,
be two
ain't
o'clock.
nobody,
They're like, well, let's start on the turkey.
no, that bird need to, at the latest, have been in that thing by the morning at the latest.
Exactly.
But yeah, we were
10 o'clock, you pushing it.
sold a dream because that cook can be tiring you out, be wearing you. The
Bro,
last thing you gonna really want to do is sit down for this nice formal dinner because then you got to clean and set up. We was sold a dream about
a
how
whole
Thanksgiving was
dream.
such a day of type of thing with these
I
sitcoms
mean,
and
even as kids, I don't think I even like really realized how little cooking was actually done on the day of Thanksgiving. All I remember is the night before that if I hung around the kitchen, I might get to be somebody's taster.
listen here. We tell the tales of how your good Sunday dinner. Now this regular Sunday dinner. This ain't no special dinner. This is good your good regular Sunday dinner that grandma used to prepare. She would start the night before.
Yes, sir.
Thanksgiving is that on what? Times three, four, five?
Times 10.
That math ain't
Yeah.
mathing up, man. That ain't adding up right there. How your Sunday dinner going a good Sunday dinner gonna need to be done
Man,
started at least the day before, the night
oh, look,
before.
I know people right now. They got their black eyed peas and their greens ready to go
Oh,
for New
for New
Year's
Year's.
Day. And you better believe they before they head out to their New Year's Eve party celebrations, the black eyed peas gonna be soaking overnight, ready to be cooked on the day of.
They're gonna soak through all Advent. They're gonna talk about these peas was prepped just like our Lord and Savior, just ready to go.
Man, how about yourself, man? And I even want to ask you, like, what holiday traditions are you? I know you have the family in this equation here. Like, do you have any like holiday traditions that you've already started with the family or anything like that?
For Thanksgiving specifically, not necessarily. It's just Thanksgiving to me is one that you can be flexible on. Who house we
Yeah,
eating at?
yeah, of
That's
course,
the
of course.
because who house we eating at? That's Christmas, of course. The elf is here. December
Yeah,
1st.
yeah, yeah.
Because that's just I'm letting little man live as long as he so chooses. That
Yeah.
that's just where I am. Like he's 7, and so he's at that like if it gets
That
spoiled
age.
for him, it could
Yeah.
happen because it's But I am not going to be the one to spoil it, and I don't give a damn what some of y'all think. Like my son is young. He got that
Yeah.
youthful energy to him. Have at it as long as you can. Yeah, and it's fun. It's
It's
fun.
fun.
He getting up early every morning looking for that elf. Or all these type like it's that
Yeah.
youthful thing which truly brings the magic. And so, yeah, I want him to be able to like, yes, I had magical Christmases until who knows how long, and then yeah, it gives you that magic back too. So right now, yeah, it's more so just it feels like we on that teetering point. Like I wouldn't be surprised if he came home today. Oh, Santa Claus ain't real. Like it wouldn't surprise me because he's at that age, and you never know. But as long as that man chooses to believe, or even if he don't, or even if he know now and is still just choosing to play in, hey, have at it, bruh. Um, that's what it's all about right now is just keeping that magic going for him and trying to make things as special for him, even in this economy. Like I want,
Yeah, man. Especially because we can't. I mean, it wasn't pushed on us like that. No matter what was going on when we were growing up, economic wise, or anything like that. Now it wasn't as bad as it is now, but no matter what was going on, our parents didn't push that on us. They didn't tell us like, "Oh, eggs is hot, so you ain't." That wasn't. I don't think that was the childhood they curated for us. So why should we want to curate that for our children or for the next generation or anything like that? We
man,
do whatever we can, like you said, to keep the magic alive.
some people just out here trying to make some bitter folk. Like
Bitter, bitter,
I
bro.
there was one point, I maybe understood the argument. Yeah, I don't want my child believing in Santa, which I can get to an extent. Okay, fine. But like I said, on the other hand, like this world is cruel. It's rough out here. I'm not trying to push you out if I don't have to. It's again, parenting is this weird thing of exposing and protecting all at the same time. When do I expose you?
Yeah.
When do I protect you? And it's this weird balance. And so I don't want to overprotect because then you're not ready for what the world is.
You become too
But also
fragile.
but also then I don't want to overexpose you too early because then it's like everything gets shattered. And for some people, no matter when, it's going to be a shattering. But
Of course, of course.
I'd like to think, hell, my own experience. Okay, I forget. I was probably early 11, maybe 10 or something like that. Probably when I really figured it out or whatever. Um, at that point, though, you can understand in a way or be able to contextualize some things versus, yeah, I'm not going to use seven and be like, yeah, Santa ain't real. This has all been fake and yada. It's like,
Right, right, right.
I'm not going to be the evil guy in your story here, bro. Like, come on now. Like, so yeah, and this is a prime environment for that because Christmas brings up those types of things. And so yeah, it's like I'm hopefully planting seeds for him if he so chooses, and which I hope he does, get married and have kids one day, to then turn around and do the same thing.
Right.
Because that's what I had. Cool. Give you the same experience. That's really what it's all about.
Yeah,
Um,
man. I think it's very. I think it's just. It's good to just, like you said, keep the magic alive, even from an adult perspective. I think just the aspect of doing those little things as yeah, watching your favorite Christmas movie, and even to the point like you might be like, "Ah, this wasn't as good as when I first watched it when I was a kid." Well, of course, but watch it anyway. Like for some odd reason, every year I go back and rewatch the Polar Express, I feel like that movie just gets longer. I know they're not adding any minutes to it. The movie just gets longer every year. And I just be in my head like, how in the world did I sit through this the first time? It just gets longer. But nonetheless, it's just like that just buying into it. I think that's the innocence of it all. Not necessarily that we're ignorant, but we make the conscious decision to buy into the spirit of the holidays.
it's something about that innocence. Like it's invaluable.
It really is.
Like, and maybe there are some out there who just don't understand because you're not like, it's different being an auntie and an uncle too. Like being around that little person every day of their life
Most definitely.
and being able to see it and how they interact with life. And like, yeah, it's one of the things. It's one of the things I cherish most about my son right now is you are innocent. It's pure. It's simple, and it's just kind of like, can I, without bubble wrapping you, just
Yeah.
make sure that bubble
Yeah.
doesn't get popped too early. Like I'm not gonna be one of those ones like if he comes home and is like Santa ain't real, like yeah, that might be a decision. Like I'm not gonna lean to be like yeah, like find a way to oh no, he's real, he's Jimmy lying at school, yada yada. No, I'm not gonna mess with you like that. But
Right, right, right. Right.
I'm not going to open the door for that cold breeze to come in. Nah. The door pop open and we need to talk about it. Sure, and it happens naturally. Okay, but I'm
Right.
not gonna
It's
be the
just
one like,
like
hey,
they're
feel this cold on your face, little nigga. Here you go.
right, right. You know what I'm saying? It's like we don't have to like slap them in the face with it. The truth will always be revealed through time itself. Time will always reveal truth, but it's like you said, it's not up to us to come and smack them in the face with it. You know what I'm saying?
Because then hopefully the hope is on that back end, because a lot of people will say, well, I don't want him to think some old white man or whoever you believe Sanders to be got him this gift. No, hopefully he understands, look back like, oh, mommy and daddy did all that for me.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
mommy and daddy curated this for me. Mommy and daddy created this for me. Like it's an extension of the love. It's an extension of trying to make this the best experience it can be. And like let's just be real. Giving gifts between family and one another is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. It's great. But there's something a little extra about that Santa that and you know that like there's it
it is.
adds
It is.
to the season. Like it's a little touch. So why hey, taking it back to cooking, I'm trying to chef up the best experience.
You see what I'm saying?
Why?
Like, yes, the ham doesn't need the honey glaze,
The sure
but once
don't.
I add the honey glaze,
Mm.
yeah.
Ah, so that ham good. I remember that ham. That ham
You
gonna
see
stick
what I'm
out my
saying?
mind.
Or maybe it's just fine with honey. Maybe I didn't need to add the pineapples or the cherry, but when I add the pineapple and the cherry, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
It's the small things that you could do, not to overpower it, but to be like, I'll never forget that.
Yeah, you know,
It's the little added details.
everything got its place and its time, and that's what we all about. You know, like I said, as soon as that meal was over, yeah, the Christmas music was playing. I'm fully bought in that. You
Yeah.
know,
No, well, I mean, it was playing before, but you
no,
know, on
see,
my
now
end, it's been playing all
yes,
year.
because you got issues like that's seasons and times. Like we had Thanksgiving season, we now have an ice cold season this first week of
Bro.
December.
Well, no, it's just cold outside in
Oh no,
general.
it's ice cold. It always gets ice cold this time of the year. And then and that transitions into the Christmas season. But bruh, Christmas being 3 weeks away though already, I'm just like,
Where did the year go? Let's just establish that. I think that just needs to be the premise of the whole conversation. Where is time going? It act like it got somewhere to be.
I mean, it's been a long year. If we, it's been a long year. I don't necessarily know if it's flown by. There are times when it feel like it does. Right
Well,
now
I
being
think
one of them, but it's been a
in
long
my
year.
head, I'm still comparing every year to 2020. None of these years have been nearly as slow as the year 2020.
Well, it's
2020 felt like a decade worth of years wrapped into 12 months.
see, I don't have that experience. Don't know, bro. I cannot relate to you on that.
That's right. I keep forgetting that you were not stateside for COVID.
And I am so because I see it talking about, life ain't felt right since 2020 or, 2020 was this. And it's just kind of like, I feel sorry for some of y'all or a lot of
That's still
y'all
so wild to me.
because as impactful as 2020 was, it's just like, can y'all not be like, we're halfway through the decade now. We're about to cross over the midpoint. 2020, like, how much longer y'all going to be like 2020, 2020, 2020? It'll help once hopefully this orange clown gets what he deserves, but
More,
um
more, 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 more grace to that man because if he truly gets what's coming for him, oh, yeah, let's not even talk about that because we
because
could go, man.
just this week alone, bro, like
It's
this dish
crazy.
is crumbling in front of our eyes.
And I'm still so confused by the people who are like, yeah, this is the best course of action. I'm like,
They
are we
taking they
crazy
taking
here?
that shit meal that he's serving
And I
like
mean,
it's
they eating it
vitamins.
up like it's gourmet.
But I'm just like even with the whole Black Friday thing where they was like, oh, record sales for Black Friday, and then the next day they were like, put a hold on that. Record sales and amount total maybe, but folks was out here buying a whole lot less. Amazon sending workers home early because folks wasn't buying like that, and because
Right.
inflation and tariffs and shit cost a lot, and folks wasn't buying. But yeah, the higher prices are going to drive some numbers, but folks wasn't out here buying like that. Um, and then the whole buy now pay later going like, bruh, I saw an article.
Oh, that's
Folks
gonna
is
kill the
using
economy.
buy now, pay later for groceries. A quarter of buy now, pay later transactions were for groceries. You got to eat every day, B. If you having to put essentially on
It's
credit what you eat in this week, what about
it's
next week
crazy
and the
that
week
people
after?
out here are Klarna using Klarna to buy a Big Mac. Make it make sense,
Like, like here to shift back to where we were kind of pre-talk, so we can get to some of that. Like, yeah, just like coming past Thanksgiving, just thankful that we're okay right now.
bro. Just to tell y'all, I had some car problems with my car, and as much as I hated to pay that $300 plus money for that car part, I was just grateful that I had the money to buy it. You know what I'm saying? Like not having to go out and try to get on Bourbon Street and use this singing voice to scrape up some change and dollars just to pay for a car part on a car that I know I need.
Bro, I remember being at your age in the car I had that time. Rest in peace to Cherokee, Dodge Intrepid. Yeah, man, car expense.
Unexpected car troubles are out of this world.
Like that. What you would like that would have hurt me. At that age, I wasn't good enough to be like, yep, I can handle that. That was a okay. Where am I going to get this money from?
Right.
What am I not going to do to pay for what I need for this car? Like, so yeah, I remember them days where it was just like, yeah, I put 20 in the gas tank, regardless of the price, and whatever that 20 got me was as much driving as I could do
I was gonna do.
for that period of time. Like, it's the whole. Let's get a little churchy. The whole, you live long enough, you gonna recognize how he done brought you through some things. Well, yeah, I'm thankful enough that if some ish were to happen with my car right now, is under warranty still, gratefully. But
Hey,
if a repair needed to be done, thankfully I could afford such repair as long as it's not like
right.
ridiculous. um, you know,
Right.
so just even that slight shift of like, yeah, yeah, car repair, okay, yeah, I can handle that right now and know that we good. Like hell, our microwave went out. We experienced Thanksgiving without a microwave, bruh. The worst, because you can't reheat shit unless you're gonna do it in the oven. Um, and burnt out, and so we couldn't get it checked. It burnt out the Friday before Thanksgiving. Dude couldn't come out till Wednesday, and he was like, "Yep, this thing burnt out. Sorry, bro." And we still waiting for the parts. But even to know it's like, okay, yep, can get that handled. Cool. Like I'm thankful, man. Like that.
Right. Simple as that. It's crazy to know that, like you said, just to look back and be like, I mean, I'm grateful that the things that I thought would break me didn't break me. And things that are happening to me now, they would have broke me then, but thankfully they're happening to me now when they
Uh-huh.
won't break me. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's what I've been trying to tell
Preach,
people. Like
preach, sir.
when you put things like that into perspective, what's happening now could have definitely happened to me. Now, if that would have happened to me like a year ago, I'd have been like,
When I look back over my life, and I think things. Oh, see, I'm not gonna get you started.
yeah. Simple as that. Simple as that. So it's like when you put all that into perspective, thankful, grateful. We didn't do a Thanksgiving episode, but yeah, just thankful and grateful for all that kind of stuff. And honestly, at the end of the day, it's just like let's keep moving forward. I'm just still trying to develop a great mindset of the future. That's something we've been talking about all year on the podcast. Is like, how in the world do we have a good outlook on things to come? Because what looks like it's coming is just it looks very dire and very
Jesus. And I know, and
simple
I
as
know I'm
that.
saying it's silly, but it's just like it's one of them things. Just like you never know. I got like taking it back to the whole COVID thing. Like that man put in a plan in place. Yep, we're gonna get y'all out overseas before that shit even happened. Not even like it was just like, yeah, we're gonna check out some life. And I be sitting here grateful sometimes, and I'm like, some of y'all sound so damaged over this shit, and rightfully so. I get
Well, it's
it.
over some
I don't
people.
know the hell y'all went through, and I'm so grateful for that. Because it's like it's things like that. You never know how it's all gonna work out. And it's that type of thing, because even in that, it had its own trials and tribulations, which is for a whole nother thing.
Sure.
But even in those things, looking at it, like, yep, he watching, he taking care of. So it's like, as bad as things are right now, they probably gonna get a hell of a lot worse. It's something about that unknown, that faith, that
Bro,
trust.
it makes you excited. Well, at least it should.
I wouldn't say excited now. It's a sense of peace. The word being peace. It's a sense
I
of,
like that too.
because even in some of our conversations, we'll get riled up. It can sound dreary, it can sound dready, but at the end of the day, yeah, but God's still on the throne. Okay.
Hey, man.
Whew. Okay.
Yeah, right. It lets you breathe. Like it literally is that. It's that ability to breathe. Like I feel like life just makes us feel like we can't breathe a lot. But then once you just kind of like just take a step back and just breathe, and you be like, okay, hold up. Let me put this all into perspective. I'm gonna be all right. I've been all right up until this point, and even if I've had moments that aren't all right, overall, I'm still alive at least, and that's more than some people in the grave can say.
And being flexible with what all right means.
Right,
Because
exactly. Because all right now might not have looked like what all right will look like 2 years from now. You know what I'm saying?
or what you want all right to look like in the future.
Right,
Like you said, like, all right is, yeah, I'm here. I'm in my right mind. I'm not
right.
crazy. I'm not as, and this is gonna sound bad, but it's like, I'm not the lowest of the low. I ain't the highest of the high. I'm good where I'm at though. But even if I was the lowest of
Yeah,
the low, he's still keeping you here. Like, it's a weird thing that it can mind fuck you to an extent, because it's just
it
like,
really can.
it really can, but it's something about that unexplained that just,
And like you said, being flexible with all right. Because I mean, for the most part, as long as you can keep that mindset, I'm all right. I'm steady believing. I'm believing for better. I want to do better, and you can say that at any level. Like I could have what I got $20 in my bank account or $20,000 in my bank account. I could be like, I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. And like you said, that might look different for different people depending on what all right is. But I think that flexibility of knowing, like, okay, this is, I'm breathing, I'm here. Some people, it's okay. I'm still able to keep up the lifestyle that I'm living. I still got the luxury. Woo, woo, woo. They all right. You know what I'm saying? So just being able to know that all of these things are flexible. We can't just keep such a rigid perspective of what certain things are, because then that's when we move into misery. Honestly,
well, I think that's one
like
of the
if I'm
problems. That's one of the problems with this social media era, and I won't just put it on
bam,
your generation or mine. Like, because yes, there is that disconnect. But we see more of everybody now. Like, it
right.
used to be, okay, you saw people in your community keeping up with the Joneses.
Yeah.
The Joneses is now the entire world. And so you're getting fed those whose all right is on the dream level of where you desire to be. But I think we're all being, a lot of us are being sold a dream. And it's always been a dream, because it's impossible for everybody to be the rich and famous. If
Right.
everybody is rich and famous, that's just normal. Like, that's logic. That's what it comes down to.
It used to the point, like, saying that, oh, I want to be a millionaire. They used to be like, oh, okay, millionaire. Now that's like almost like a common term almost. Or the thought of, oh, I want to have a college degree. Now that's like, oh, everybody got one of those.
That
You know what I'm saying?
that thing being devalued.
Exactly, exactly. Man, did you see that list though of like college
Oh,
degrees that wow, right? But
No,
no,
so because we only got a couple minutes here. Hold up. Try and bring that and this Oklahoma essay. Um, I need that crowd of Jesus folk. Shut the fuck up. And this is coming from a believer. Jesus Christ is my Lord and
and
Savior.
Savior.
My beliefs don't equate facts. Woo. You got asked to write an essay in response to something, and all you did was spit out religious bullshit that wasn't even coherent and truly creating a train of thought. And it's the same stuff they've been doing. And it's just like, they're going full Karen. Why are we giving into this? Like the fact that they are literally instituting a review for this paper, which the specifications of it were clearly outlined and detailed into, hey, this is what it's going to take to succeed with this paper. You decided to ignore all of those things to be like, hey, I'm religious. I believe in God. God said this, yada, 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 and didn't answer a damn thing that was asked about you. And then when you failed, deservedly, you got mad because you're like, oh, they're hating on God. They're hating on my religion. No, your beliefs do not equate facts.
I'm telling you, there is a special section of Christian believers, as Protestant Christian believers in the current day times that are just so hyper religious. It bothers me to my core because it's like they completely overlook the principles that Jesus taught about being both spiritually and earthly good. Like, are we missing the principles that he taught about making sure that we occupy the earth that we're in right now and being good by following the laws of it now? Did we miss that?
Bro,
Are we
trying to talk about gender roles and all this kind of stuff and following the Bible while your mama out here getting people out, defending people who were killing cops at the Capitol, storming the Capitol because they mad.
Yeah,
Make it make sense.
I'm not understanding. The deflection is disgusting.
So it's
The
it's cool
lack
it's
of
cool for you not to follow the
accountability.
rules, but when they don't follow the rules, we gonna make sure they like y'all are picking and choosing.
Like I said, it's disgusting. If you ask me, they on that spectrum. I think we should get them diagnosed.
I don't want to get in trouble too much because I might say some things. Have you watched
It's
Have you watched Have
literally
you watched the Black
it's
Cowboy special? Jordan Peele's Black Cowboy documentary on uh
no.
High Horse. I think it's Peacock. I think it's Peacock.
Okay.
High Horse. Check it out. Cause yes, cowboys were black. The original.
Also, Stranger Things is back.
I've heard some things. I've never watched the show to be honest with you. I might binge it now that it's all done. I'm not a
It's not
fan.
done yet. We waiting
Oh, there's
on
still more. Okay, then I'm just
the
gonna
second
wait.
part of
I'm just gonna
season
wait.
5 to come
I
out.
just might wait because
Do you watch Bel Air?
yes.
Bel Air is back. Have you watched the first three?
Oh, I have to after I gripped up Uncle Phil at homecoming. Shout out Adrian. What up, brother? Enjoy your first Founders Day, brother Holmes. Shout out to you.
Hold up. That first season when he did that scene, he wasn't really.
Well, he wasn't wearing letters or throwing up any, it was just done right.
Exactly. He wasn't wearing letters. He wasn't throwing anything up. He just did this. You're all right.
And also, as the huge Star Trek fan I am, he's also, Admiral April in Strange New World. So yeah, shout out, brother Holmes. What's good, sir? Keep repping that black and gold well. So I love to see it across all my fandoms. Yes, go ahead, go ahead.
Hey, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all. Man, I did not know that. Another thing here, we're just going down television right quick.
Mhm.
I love Abbott. I love Abbott Elementary. But you know what pisses me off about Abbott Elementary?
Mhm.
They actually follow like the school year schedule with their TV releasings, with their new episode releasing. It
I've
pisses
seen
me
that because
off
I just
so
saw the
bad.
calendar. Yeah, because you just had an episode the other day, and then they have one next week, and then they on holiday break.
Yeah, I mean, like, what is going? That still pisses me off.
But
Like,
also,
I love how true they are. I love how true Quinta is to like the concept of the show.
that's also how TV used to be back in the day.
We didn't have new episodes every week.
Well, no, you had new episodes bulk the time, but generally, the schedule would get disrupted around the holidays because, like, okay,
Yep.
yep, we're taking a break, and then you come back after the New Year. Generally, your Christmas specials, may.
Oh, I love a good. I don't. We've talked about it before, but man, bring back like seasonal television where you can actually see the seasons in the episodes.
You know, you've given me an idea, sir. Next week, we are going to take a trip back to childhood. Both of
Okay.
ours. We're gonna watch some old school Christmas commercials from like the 90s,
Yeah.
early 2000s, maybe, but they weren't really as original back then. But we gonna have some fun. We're gonna watch some old school commercials and just dive in and see, how the holidays used to feel, how things were being presented back in the day, and why that's the feeling we try to keep alive. But until then, sir, stay sane out here, because
Hey,
Jesus, that's all you need. Jesus.
that's all we need in this day.
Where's your cowbell, sir? Your tambourine? I know you got it. I know you got the. I seen you. Yes. What the boy be singing a fool. But anywho, we appreciate
Hey,
it.
enjoy yourself. Stay bundled up. The flu is going around. Get your flu shot. Or if not, just take your medicine. Do what you need to do. Enjoy yourself. 3 weeks till Christmas. Let's
Hey,
go.
stay your sick ass away from me. We appreciate any time y'all have spent with us this week. Like, share, subscribe. YZ The Divide. J Clark 787. Xavier D. Lewis on behalf of Y and Z. One half of that being the greatest generation to ever grace this face of the earth. You thought I was going to forget. The other being the end of the alphabet. Until next week.
Let you go. I'm gonna let you see. We was having a great episode. We got along. We were agreeing with one another, and then you just had to throw that ish in there.
Hey, all the damn time. It is what it is. It's the generational divide. It's why we here. We trying to help y'all out. Help you out on this life. But yeah, until then, peace out.
Peace.